Yeah, what's good, y'all? It's your boy 80s Baby back. You're tuned into another episode of The Perspective. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Um, you know me. Shout out to all my supporters. Shout out to everybody that been subscribing, been hitting the like button. Thank you. Shout out to everybody been hitting my cash app. Appreciate you. Um, search cut the. Oh shoot, I didn't even realize I had a hang on. But anyway, I don't even know how to take that down right now. There we go. We go like that. What's going on, ADP? But again, shout out to all my supporters. Shout out to everybody that been showing me love. I appreciate it. You know, I'm new in the game, and you guys been holding me down. In the comment section, you guys been holding me down, subscribing. You know, you guys been sending me cash apps. So I just want to say everybody again, thank you. I appreciate that. Continue to subscribe. Continue to hit the like button. Um, if you want to send a cash out, that's completely up to you. I appreciate all donations, but it's not mandatory. All I ask is you hit the like button. You know, the like button is free. If you want to send me a cash app, I appreciate it. Cash app $ ADEZBABY. We got a good show for you guys today. I want to talk about the Aces. You know, I want to get in a little bit of what the Aces need to do to become champions again. You know, I got a few ideas. Um, I think today we're gonna have a good discussion on the panel. Um, I'm looking forward to today's discussion. My last episode was about the Liberty, and I feel like that turned out to be a really good one. I'm looking forward to somebody commented, but I'm looking forward to hearing from more Liberty fans. So make sure you go um, jump in my comments on my last video. And make sure you do the same on this video. If you're an Aces fan, this video, this episode is all about Aces fans. So if you're an Aces fan, make sure you tune in and hit me up in the comments. Um, I think the Aces is probably the biggest threat to the Liberty or to repeating. I think the Aces, Asia Wilson feels like she got unfinished business. I feel like Aces Liberty is probably the biggest rivalry and in WNBA right now, in WNBA basketball. So, you know, um if the Aces get Kennedy Carter, the Aces gonna be fire. Yeah, we got to see where Kennedy Carter goes. She has options. It's about if teams want to give her opportunity, you know, and it's about Kennedy Carter taking accountability and not ruining her opportunity. Because unfortunately, I'm real high. Me personally, I'm real high on the Kennedy Carter, but Kennedy Carter got to prove to people that she's an asset to a locker room. So we'll see about that. But yeah, I think the Aces are the biggest threat to the Liberty to repeat. And if they build the team that I think they're gonna build, um, yeah, I think they're gonna be exciting again next year. They got Elizabeth Kitley coming back off injury, right? Obviously we know Asia Wilson always get better in the off season, so we probably gonna see an even better Asia Wilson. Um, you know, I think at the end of the season, not Chelsea, Jackie Young wasn't the best Jackie Young. She was dealing with some injuries. And then, obviously we know Chelsea Gray came back from injury last year. So, this year should be a stronger Liberty team to come out the gate. It should be a deeper Liberty team. And I'm saying Liberty. Aces. It should be a deeper Aces team. Don't judge me, people. Don't judge me. There's a lot of free agents out there right now, Brooke. Now that's a fact. We gotta see what they're gonna do. I got some ideas. In fact, I'm gonna jump right in the topic too. Um, I'm gonna jump right in the topic too because I want to talk about that. I want to talk about um what I think they should do. I think one of the weaknesses that the Aces had was obviously the bigs, right? Asia didn't have a lot of help. So obviously Elizabeth Kitley coming back is gonna help remedy a little bit of that. But but I think Asia still needs more help, right? So with Asia, I'm not sure if Asia wants to I'm not sure if Asia wants to what's up, Mikachu? I'm not sure if Asia wants to play the 4 to 5, even though I look at it more like a 4. But I think if Asia plays the 5, it allows her to get more of her bag on defense. We know Asia's a two-way player, right? So if they could get a solid, I think Elizabeth Kitley is going to have a solid season. Next season is pretty much her rookie season. She redshirted her first season, so that means next season is going to be her rookie season. And I feel like she's going to have a solid rookie season, especially on this team. She feels a need that they're lacking, and she's going to look good next to Asia. But I think another player that they could go after, I know a lot of people is probably low on this player right now because one thing I've noticed about people is people are big on what have you done for me lately. People are big on recency bias, but somebody like Melissa Smith isn't a bad fit on the Aces, right? She's a talented 4, and she's 6'5", and her next to a Asia, I feel like it gives Asia the help that she didn't get last year. She would just have to, you know, I wouldn't necessarily. I feel like she need to work on her 3, but just make a mid range. She don't necessarily have to make a 3, but if she make a mid range, that'll give Asia space to work. And then, like I said, with Elizabeth Kitley, now you got Elizabeth. If you want to go big, you got Elizabeth and Asia. And if you want to go small, you got Asia and somebody like Melissa or anybody else. I'm just throwing a name out there. Any other 4 that's gonna be serviceable, solid next to the Asia Wilson. So that's something I think they could do. Mikachu, what's going on? How you been?
I'm good. How you doing?
I'm good. I'm good. How was your day?
It was good.
Nice, nice, nice. Um, what do you think about the Aces' ability to repeat next year?
I like how you was talking about what Asia Wilson needed another of a big body because she when but she got injured, but like Candace Parker,
Yeah,
that was what made them. They always been good, but that's what before she got injured, that's what made them like solid. You
that's
know
a
what I mean?
fact. That's a fact.
Because they
It
had
was a deep team. They had solid bigs. That's a fact.
exactly. And they got shooters. They didn't need nobody crazy to shoot because you had damn, I'm trying to get this computer to work. You had Plum coming off, shooting a 3 whenever, she feels good. Then you had Young, who was always a solid uh person on offense, and she like her bag is defense. So Young is also good. And then you had the point guard, Chelsea Gray.
Hmm.
She's always a great facilitator.
Right.
Plus, once everybody getting in their bag, she was just because she a point guard. Everybody gonna fluff off her. She'll just drop a 3 in your face, and now you gotta play everybody. So that's where the Aces, if they get another solid backup for Asia, like either the 4 and the 5, they
Yeah.
definitely got a solid piece to repeat.
Now that's a fact though, because we know, when Asia down there, she working, and that was one of, especially in the playoffs, that was one of the weaknesses I saw that, you know, she would exert a lot of energy, just herself, and a lot of people didn't take that into account, right? A lot of people were saying, "Oh, I need more from Asia. I need more. I need more." But she was exerting a lot of energy on it. It was times where she wasn't necessarily dominating the scoring, but the defense she was playing was so elite. She was playing MVP defense. You get what
Yep.
I'm saying?
Yep.
And she just didn't have nobody to do nothing. And when she would sit down, you know, it was just bodies out there. It wasn't nobody doing nothing. So I feel like this season, like I said, with Elizabeth Kitley coming back off injury, right? I believe she's like 6'5", 6'6". And then you have then you could go out and get another forward. Like I said, I just know she's just disgruntled in Indiana. So I'm thinking about somebody like an Alyssa Smith changing scenery, but it could be somebody else who I'm not thinking about that could play that for. Um we talked about her yesterday. Natasha Howard. Maybe a Natasha Howard comes play the four
Ooh,
for
okay.
Asia. You know what I'm saying? And then solidify that position for her. You know what I mean? You don't need big names. You just need somebody that you know that's gonna be able to be a star in a role. You get what I'm saying? So
Because Howard, she plays great defense,
yeah.
but her bag is also shooting a three
Yeah, that's what I'm
too.
saying. She can
So she
shoot it.
spreads the court,
There you
so
go.
that gives a lot of people a lot of different options. And once you playing the aces, and you know everybody can shoot a three, you know you don't know what
Mm-hmm.
to do with that.
Yeah, that's a fact though. Definitely. Snapple top five.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Do you think Kelsey Plum comes back to the Aces, or do you think they're gonna they're gonna have to they're gonna sign and trade her? They called her, so she's under a call contract. I got a feeling she's going. I got a feeling she's going to the Valkyrie. But
Why you
what you
say
think?
that?
I don't know. It's just everything I'm hearing. It's all rumors, so it could all be wrong. But
Uh,
I'm hearing that she might want to be gone. She might be ready to go. You know what I'm saying? Um, if she does leave, who do you think is a good replacement for Kelsey on the Aces?
I don't really know right now because like Plum Plum's bag is also like the in between stuff. You don't know what you're gonna get from her. Like
Facts, facts,
if
facts.
the team needs scoring, she'll step up and score. But I think she loves defense.
Mm-hmm.
So the way she plays like the in between, like the definitely like a leader type role. I see. Okay, my shot's not dropping, but Young's is dropping. Uh, Gray's is dropping. So I'ma drop back on shooting the three. I'ma just go to the basket and get my little eye to eye, you know, on on the um on the paint. I
Yeah.
just drop a little couple of layups up there or dish it out to Gray so she can
Mm-hmm.
drop a three.
Yeah.
So she plays the untangibles. You know what I mean?
Yeah. 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 I don't know if they had to replace her. They got options like ADP said. You got Kennedy Carter as an option. You have Kelsey Mitchell maybe as an option. Um, Maybe even the Satu. A lot of people feel like as mentioned in Liberty. A lot of people mentioned in Indiana, but maybe even the Satu. She's another one that could play the four for Asia, right? If Asia's playing that five.
Yeah.
um, yeah, or maybe
Because
they
also
get.
you got Alyssa Clark coming off the bench too for the
Mm-hmm.
Aces. She's another person that plays solid defense as well. Her
Yeah,
bag is also in shooting, but she's a solid defender. That's who was mixed. That's who I was tight when the Aces and the Liberty was in the finals because she
mm-hmm.
was locking down Stewie.
Yeah,
I'm like,
yeah.
yo,
and
you the
and she's
kid.
small. She's like, you got to give Alyssa Clark, right? That's her name.
Yeah.
You got to give her a lot of credit because she's small and she plays bigger players. She defend bigger players,
Yeah,
so
she
you got to give her a lot
5'11"
of
and
credit.
she getting it up in you, and I'm like, yo, bro, I know y'all played against each other, but come on.
Yeah, She asked me who the free agents is. Let me pull them up real quick. WNBA. I know a couple of them off the top of my head, but I don't know them all.
Diana Taurasi's going back. They got. Yeah, let me bring them up too.
You got Diana Taurasi, Natasha Howard, Erica Wheeler, Brianna Jones, Nneka Ogwumike, Dewana Bonner, Courtney Vandersloot, Cheyenne Parker, Maisha Hines Allen, Mercedes Russell, Isabel Harrison, Ariel Powers, Brianna Turner, Brittany Griner, Sammy Whitcomb, Kia Nurse, Tiffany Mitchell, Tina Charles, Astu Nador, Letitia Heidemann, Alicia Clark, Diamond the Shields, Shaturi Walker, Kimbrough, Tiffany Hayes, Victoria Vivians, Kennedy Burke, Monique Billings. We just talked about that yesterday. Sydney Colson, Kennedy Carter, Joyner Holmes. I don't know who that is. Owak Coyer, Ari McDonald, Sugg Sutton, Olivia Epopa, Emily Inkster, Queen Egbo, Amy Atwell. Oh, I didn't. I thought she would be on a rookie contract, but Charisma Osborne is a free agent, and Ella Deladon. Charisma Osborne kind of surprised me because didn't she get drafted last year? See, but last year or the year before, but for her to already be off her rookie contract is a little weird. Maybe she didn't get drafted. They might have just signed her after the draft.
The W they draft players, but then these players wind up going like getting cut or whatever after training camp.
Yeah.
Cause some of the players that came from Dawn Staley's team, the Gamecocks,
Yeah.
solid point guard, she got cut.
Come on up and talk to us, ADP. Can't stay in the chat forever. But yeah, that's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be interesting what happens to Kelsey Mitchell. The Aces don't have a pick, so if she goes to a team like the Valkyrie, that's where they get their pick from too. So that's also another reason why she might get traded. It helps them out with their future. Or maybe she stays. You know what I mean? If she stays, then you keep that core together. That core is already championship, built. They already got championship pedigree. So, maybe she stays. So we'll see.
No, I don't see Kelsey Plum leaving unless it's some drastic change because she likes working with Becky Hammon.
Mm-hmm.
Because Becky Hammon is similar to her. She Kelsey Plum likes to think she's like a dog or whatever. It's just like she plays hard-nosed defense and she does the untangibles and stuff like that. So she gets in the mix good.
Yeah.
But that's why I rocked with Becky Hammon back in the day. Because she'll do anything just to, help the team win.
Yeah. Nah, definitely. Definitely. What for a player as decorated as a Asia Wilson, sometimes you got to motivate yourself to get better. You got to motivate yourself to have new goals. You get what I'm saying? For a player that young to have accomplished so much, what do you think are some goals that Asia can accomplish going forward?
Man, I like Asia Wilson too. I think she could get league MVP this year.
Another MVP to her belt.
And she could get. I don't want to count my liberty out. If they win, She could probably get Finals MVP because she's that good. You know what I mean?
Well, she definitely, if they won, the Finals MVP to go to her.
Yeah.
It's kind of hard to see Asia disappearing in big moments.
Nah, she
So
don't.
definitely, but I meant more like just something like, you know, something that she felt like she needs to accomplish. Like for instance, I know one thing that she was trying to accomplish, and I might be wrong on this. I'm a new WNBA fan, so don't kill me in the comments if I get this wrong. But I think the Comets is the only team that four-peated, I think, right? And I think she wanted to, if she they had to, they would have got three. Um, so I know that was her one of her goals to try to get three in a row.
Mm.
Um, so like I don't know, a goal for her could be um I don't know, trying to have like a you know, I don't know, trying to, I don't know. I don't know. It's difficult because she done accomplished so many things. So it's hard to even say like what's for somebody that great, what's another goal that she could give herself that's like, you know. Tim, what's going on, Tim? Appreciate you. Appreciate you from Germany. What's your thoughts on these topics, Sam? Talk to me. Um, I don't know. That's a difficult one because, like I said, it's not like She's not. You know, she's accomplished so much already. So it's like, what's next for somebody that accomplished that much? You get what I'm saying? She's playing, and she's already considered one of the goats. So that in itself is amazing. You know. I guess it's just more championships, right? Easy answer. More championships.
Yeah, that's all I see. Like, what? Get MVP of the league, defensive player of the year. That would be definite cheat if she get MVP of the league and defensive player of the year plus
Yeah.
finals MVP. That would be crazy.
She almost got that last year.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
To add to the aces. I don't know. Maybe they don't need another guard. They need a
Like
center.
I like I said, I think their biggest need is just help down low for Asia.
Yeah.
Right. And then like when I look through these free agents, I don't see many bigs that's like that stand out to me other than the two I named.
Mm-hmm.
So Natasha Howard would be a good big. Maybe a Brianna Jones. You never know. Brianna Jones might fit. I don't think Neck is going anywhere. I think Neck is going back.
To see.
Yeah, I think she's going back.
Mm-mm.
I think the only person that's leaving is Drew Lloyd. I think everybody else stays.
Mm-mm. I think that's messy work. Granted, she the players association president or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But I still think it's a lot of messy work that they not talking about that happened in Seattle. So if she go to a team, it gotta be a solid team because that's why she went to Seattle because she know that team and organization is
Yeah.
solid. You know what I mean? They not gonna bring no drama because she left L.A. Sparks because of the coaching drama.
Okay. I didn't. Obviously, I didn't know why she left LA.
Yeah, there was a lot of there. I mean, granted, they messed up in the playoffs when Candace Parker was still with the Sparks.
Mm-hmm.
They sat her out for some reason. I don't know what happened with the coach over there, but they sat a very good player down for way too long, and they wound up losing.
That's who they played against.
That yeah, I don't recall right now, but I know they sat Candace Parker down, and she was livid.
Bro, I'm gonna cause some confusion on the reels on the rails. I seriously believe my squad, the Fever, gonna win a chip this season. Stephanie did wonders with the Sun. She got legit. We not talking about the Fever today, Tim. I know you love the Fever. We talking about the Aces today. I'm
Fever
gonna
gonna
do
go to the second round, I think.
I'm gonna do a Fever show soon, and we could definitely get into what happens with the Fever. But maybe we got to see the Fever and Caitlyn just got to prove it to me. That's all. If they prove to me that they could win, with the play style that they have, then great. But I don't quite know.
They need to put more solid
Hey,
pieces
ADP.
around Caitlyn
Hey,
Clark
Brooklyn.
right now.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, you loud and clear.
Oh,
Yeah. Pull up, Tim. Pull up to the panel. Yeah. So you got anything on these topics we was talking about, ADP?
far as who's going to the Aces or
Yeah, anything that you want to talk about.
it depends on who the Aces get.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
Huh?
Mercedes
No, I
Russell
agree with you. Like I
from
said,
Seattle.
like I said,
Mercedes Russell.
I just think they need to add a bit. Well, I don't know. Mercedes Russell, I don't think is a very good big. I don't think they need to add.
They don't need too much.
Yeah, but
They
they
just
do.
need somebody to grab rebounds.
No. That's what they had last year. They need somebody better than just a body. They had bodies last year. They need somebody.
What?
When I say I don't think that they need a star, but they do need somebody that's gonna be a star in a role. You get what I'm saying? And last year, I think that was Asia's problem. She had bigs that was useless. Like you said, all they did was grab rebounds and stuff.
Useless.
Yeah,
Let me bring up the roster. Who was useless? It's just injuries. They had mad injuries.
Gustafson was useless, and then the other big, I forget the light. Is it Kias? I forget.
I was about to say she a rookie. She's 6 years in the league. No, yeah, she was useless. Kia Stokes was coming off injury from last year, so she wasn't fully 100%. Kia Stokes loves defense. She came from the Liberty, so I know a little bit about her.
Yeah, she was a bum last year. I'm sorry. That's probably why y'all got rid of her.
Injury. She gave us buckets the year before.
Okay.
Kia Stokes is solid.
Okay, we agree to disagree on that.
She came from Connecticut too. UConn. Come on. She not no bum.
Okay. I ain't gonna argue with you. I'm just going off of what I saw. You might know something I don't.
Nah. I'm telling you,
what I saw, she was a bum.
Played trash. Agree with you, but she did come off injury, so it takes a minute.
I don't know. You nicer than me. If I try to win with you, and you ain't show up, I gotta move on. You know what I mean? I gotta get some dog, like how you said, I gotta get some dogs in there that's gonna fight with me. And I didn't see that. I saw Asia by herself, like with those bigs. I didn't really see nobody helping her out. But you more, I respect your opinion because you more versed in this than me. You've been watching, more than me. So if you say she nice or she could be a star in her role, I respect it. I know, but your show is about the Aces.
Brooklyn, I also think it depends on if Kelsey
with the Aces. But that's my point, Tim. We talking about what we see and what we don't see with the Aces. This show literally is all about the Aces and what the Aces could do, not what any other team could do. Tim.
Brooklyn.
Yes.
Look, I think it also depends on if they keep Plum too.
Yeah. That's what I was saying too. I don't know if Plum is gonna stay. If she stays, then great. That's one less piece they have to fill. But if she leaves, then who do you think is a good replacement for Plum?
Oh gosh.
I know you said Kennedy Carter earlier. What's up, big girl? One time for the big girl. No, not in the first round, at least.
What position does Billings play?
She played a 4. She was another name I was thinking about too. That'd be a good solid fit at the 4. Monique Billings,
Yeah, she's good.
Natasha Howard, and like I said, Alyssa Smith. Those are the 3 names that pop out at me. Yeah, that's ADP, Jim. Kia Stokes is not solid. She hasn't been solid. See, I agree with Big Girl. I mean, from what I saw, I wouldn't be like trying to win with Kia Stokes. She you know, she a practice big to me. You know, well, I don't know about the WNBA because it's limited spots in the
When y'all
WNBA.
started watching, how y'all gave up on Kia Stokes that easy? She got an injury. She got an injury, like I think it was in the 3rd or 4th round in the playoffs against the Liberty, like a foot injury, and that's when they went ham and just smacked us on our own home court.
No, I know what you're talking about in that finals when she got hurt. I remember, but
Yeah.
I haven't seen nothing from her like after that. Like I don't know, and I don't know anything from her before that. So you probably know about her before that. Maybe she was nice at one point, but
was nice. Wow.
I'm going over what she did.
Yeah.
Like I only been watching for a season. That's why I'm not. If you say she was nice, I'm not like disagreeing with you. But from last season, she ain't really do shit. She ain't really do nothing. But you saying it's because she was injured? You feel like that?
Over foot.
You'd be hard on the players, Brooklyn.
I'm just honest, man. I know y'all like. I know where you coming. You guys are Cheyenne Sellers fans. I get it. Shout out to Cheyenne Sellers. She just got hurt, so hopefully she recovers.
Really?
Quickly.
Oh no.
Yeah, she got hurt in the last game. Dang. So hopefully she recovers quickly. It don't look like it was too serious. It was like a knee type of thing, and then she ended up limping off the floor. But it don't look like it looked like she might be back in a game or two, a couple games. So.
Yeah,
but
Brooklyn,
I'm honest,
they're gonna have to get somebody really good to replace Plum because I don't know about the Aces going to the championship. Getting.
You don't think so? Okay.
I don't know. It depends on who can replace Plum.
Yeah.
I mean, they got so many coming out of the draft. So many.
I don't think they need that much help though, because I feel like the Aces. Yeah, I feel like the Aces are still a championship roster. They just need to retool and get. So I don't think they need that much.
But Asia kept getting tired. Like she was fussing in those games. She was like, "Hey, I'm not the only one. You guys need to do your work." Like she was out there just, pretty much. I'm not saying doing it by herself, but she was like she was getting tired towards the end.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. She ain't have a lot of help. A lot of people ain't really do nothing.
Right. So she needs some strong. Like she's gonna need some strong people for them to pull it off. I think. What about Kelsey Mitchell? What about Mitchell? She played.
I said that too. Kelsey Mitchell could be an option. It depends on what they want to do, as far as because Kelsey Mitchell is court, and Kelsey Plum is also court, so they could do a trade there.
Okay, can you explain to me? Because I get confused with this. What's the difference between free agents and restricted? Is it restricted free agents?
Yeah.
Yeah, the players get to choose where they go. Like if you want to draft them to, like, say the Mystics or whatever, and they don't feel like going to the Mystics, they can reject it.
Okay.
Yeah, so basically piggybacking off of what she's saying. You talking to them in the wrong chat, ADP. They can't see you. You talking to them in a private chat. So if you click comments, you should see the actual chat. You should see something that say comments, maybe. I think it's comments. There you go. You talking to them in a private chat. Yeah, I was like, who wrote in a private chat?
God, I'm sorry.
They don't even know you, so you got to rewrite it in this chat. They don't even know you was talking to them. But piggybacking off what Mikachu is saying, an unrestricted free agent, you have all of the rights to do whatever you want to do. A restricted free agent, a team can match whatever offer you get. So if a team really wants you and another team gives you an offer, your team could keep you if they match that offer. Or if they don't match the offer, you'll go to the other team And then if you don't get an offer from nobody, like what happened with Kennedy Carter, then you become an unrestricted free agent.
So like, okay, with Kennedy Carter, what is it like? She could choose wherever she want to go or whoever wants her. Is that
Yeah.
how it works?
Yeah, now that she's
Okay.
an unrestricted free agent, she's free to do whatever she's want, and any team is free to, sign her to a contract. So we'll see what happens. We'll see if teams want her, right? We'll see what her market value is now, because obviously the Sky, it's still it's a shot in the dark, but it's still a possibility she could go back to the Sky. Maybe they wanted the low baller. We'll see, but I doubt it. I think the writing is on the wall, especially with all the tweets and the comments that's coming out. I think the writing
Well,
is on
I'm
the wall.
glad she did speak on Quita Love. Well, she didn't speak on Quita Love Sports, but Quita played it where she went on the Twitter radio or whatever, and she broke everything down. So I'm glad she did speak out, and it wasn't like rude or disrespectful when she did it. So
yeah, I mean, we'll see. I didn't hear that.
Yeah.
I wish I would have heard that, because I would have more perspective on how to respond to that. But I know the optics of what I've seen is it doesn't look good for Kennedy, right? Kennedy looks like
Well, Brooklyn, go to when you get a chance, go to Quita Love Sports. She plays the clip because I don't do Twitter, but she play and listen to what she's saying, because it's almost like, okay, I'm trying to read between the lines what I thought she was saying. Like, she was like something like, just talking about how she was doing good over there and stuff like that. She kept stressing how she was doing good overseas. But she talked a little bit about the WNBA, but it's almost like, hey, if I don't get in the WNBA, I'm probably gonna stay over here. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll probably come back and play over here.
That's what she's gonna have to do, though, because she's not
That's
gonna
what
have
it seems like she's saying. And then she cleared the air on the other stuff, but she kept stressing that about her playing overseas. She did do that. So maybe you could like read between her lines a little bit better. But
I mean, I think you kind of broke it down pretty good. Like I said, that's what she's gonna have to do, because right now what she's hoping is that somebody gives her another chance.
She
But,
must know something, Brooklyn. We don't know. She must know something, because her confidence is like.
Well, that's Kennedy. Kennedy.
Oh yeah, it is.
That's just like me. I'm a confident person.
I think she's gonna get picked up by either if Teaspoon get picked up, she'll go there, or I think maybe the new team or the Aces. Because
I mean, it's gonna be difficult.
What would be spicy if get picked up by the Fever?
Oh my gosh,
that'll be interesting. It's gonna be difficult because Kennedy already have bad blood with 3 teams now.
What? But she was trying to explain that too. She was trying to explain it too. She didn't go into details or whatever, but she said something about that too, where the person came back and apologized to her. So we don't know exactly what took place. That's the thing.
No. I'm not even speaking about what took place.
Right.
I'm not even saying that. What I'm saying is,
you're just saying
math. I'm just saying math, right? It's only 13 teams in the WNBA. It's not a lot of it ain't like it's a lot of teams. It's 13 teams, and you already had issues on 3 of the teams, right? So those three hold on, Mika. Hold on. I'm gonna answer your question when I finish. So those 3 teams probably not gonna sign her, right? Because of the history. And then so now you're talking about 10 other teams that you want to take a chance on you, and then GMs talk. So you gotta kind of think that maybe 4 to 5 of those 10 teams probably don't want to take a chance, because they might be friends with the GMs on the 3 teams that don't want you. So they might be like, well, I don't want the headache. Now you hoping that the other 5 teams look at you and give you a fair chance, right? So her options are really low in the WNBA to try to get a spot. It's still possible, but it's low. You get what I'm saying? So even if she doesn't if nobody takes a chance on her in the WNBA, she's gonna have to go overseas and just play overseas until she gets another opportunity. So that's why I said, regardless of what, ain't really nothing she could do at this point, but just hope somebody give her a chance. And then I think.
So do you think she's going? I think she'll get picked up. Do you think she's going to get picked up, Brooklyn?
I don't know. I mean, I hope. Put it to you like this: I hope she does, but I can't say I think she does, because You know, look at all this. This is not great press. Everything right going on in the media is not great. We spoke about this when she got the
Yeah,
quote
yeah,
unquote, good citizenship or whatever they called that, whatever they called it, great,
yeah. We talked about it last night too.
so it's like I was like GMs and the WNBA is not looking at that like that means something positive for her, right? Mikachu, I think you was asking me what's the 3 teams? Was that what your question?
Yeah.
So the 3 teams, she got drafted to the Dream, and then her and a couple veteran players, I think Courtney Williams on the Dream, had issues, and then she kind of got blackballed off of that team, and then she got a second chance to play on the Sparks, and something happening again. I don't know the details because I wasn't a fan at that time, but something happened with the Sparks, and I think it was between her and Liz Cambage, or something like that. Something happened with them, and then she got basically blackballed off the Sparks, and then that's where she was before Teaspoon went and got her for Chicago last year, and then something happened in the locker room this year apparently. So something happened in the locker room, and the Sky decided that she's too much of a risk that they don't want her back. So now there's a third team that she has an issue with. So
Oh,
now.
I didn't think it was that. I thought they just dropped her because of management having issues with like Teaspoon playing favoritism, so they dropped her.
I mean, maybe that could all play a fact into it too. I don't know. All I know is Teaspoon was her biggest supporter, and
Yeah,
Teaspoon got fired. So now your biggest supporter is out the door, and you have, Kennedy has a temper problem with it, and she's emotional. We see it on the internet, right? Because now this happens, and she start lashing out, saying things that she's trying to say. Oh, this is not towards Angel, but it sounds like it's towards Angel. So it's like, what is it? Like, you saying
Yes,
things. That's why I
yeah.
said like she's painting certain pictures, and it's just like, and I'm
82.
a huge Kennedy supporter, but it's like, it's but so much I can do to support you when you keep putting yourself in these situations. It's like, come on,
Nah,
Kennedy.
cause she knows she's a great talent, and like
Mhm.
her favorite player is Allen Iverson, and you already know the issues Allen Iverson had with management is like
Yeah, but the
she
difference
she, she
between
plays
her,
with the passion that Teaspoon respects, because
right,
Teaspoon played in the 90s and late 2000s.
right,
So she she got to get her ish together. Let's be
that's a
frank. Like
fact.
she knows she a great talent, but she got to humble herself in some other ways to get to play on that court. But she could make way more money overseas, so that's why I don't think she coming back.
Well, you got to realize one, the CBA is coming, so that's not necessarily true. We got to wait to see how much money the WNBA about to start making. But the difference between her and AI is AI had issues with management, but his teammates loved him. He didn't have issues with his teammates, and he didn't like go on at that time the newspaper or you know um whatever daily show, whatever the case may be, and throw subliminals at his teammates. In fact, the reason why people respect AI so much is because, respectfully to his teammates, he had some of the worst teammates in the WNBA, and he never like cried about it. He never was like, he always was like, yo, I love my teammates. He always showed love to his teammates. He never was like, yo, I'm playing with these bums, they trash. He never was like, trying to make it all about him. He would always show love to his teammates, and his teammates love him. So it's like, that's what I'm saying with Kennedy right now. She's throwing subliminals that you questioning, like, wait, Angel supported you. Is that towards Angel? Like when she starts talking
No,
about the
she
missed
cleared it up.
layups and
She
stuff
cleared
like
it. Yeah,
that.
she cleared it up
She
yesterday
cleared it
too.
up, but still, like, you can't listen to, like you said, reading between the lines. I know.
Yeah, but
And
she was watching Unrivaled because she made a comment on Skylar. So she was watching Unrivaled.
I believe it. I'm not saying she wasn't, but you still got to have more awareness than that, right? Let's say,
Oh, okay.
let's
Okay.
say, let's say you had a bad relationship, right? Let's say you my friend, ADP, right? And I know you had a bad relationship or something, or maybe you was dealing with a guy that K-Side, what's up, my brother? Maybe you was dealing with a guy who wasn't good for you, right? Maybe he put his hands on you, right? And you know how you got some situations where the woman keeps going back. If you my friend and I make a remark like, oh, that's just stupid for you, blah, 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 that's me being insensitive to you. And I could be talking about something I saw on the TV. You get what I'm saying? Like, I might not even be talking about your situation, but my point is I still got to have enough awareness to say,
yeah.
let me have respect for my friend. So that's what I'm saying.
the room.
She could
the
there you
room.
go, read the room. You could give whatever reason why you did it. But if you know that the world is attacking your friend for this reason, and you say that, you can't just give me a reason and just be like, because I'm gonna look at you funny now, especially when it's multiple things. It ain't like you got to give people the benefit of doubt because none of us perfect, and we all deserve mercy. Let's be honest. Let's be honest, right? I don't, we all come from different walks of life. I don't know what people believe in. I believe everybody deserves mercy, right?
Yeah,
right. Nobody's perfect. So if you've done something and it's like the one time you've done it or one of the only times you've done it, it's like, okay, you deserve grace. I shouldn't punish you for doing that. You deserve grace. But if this is like over and over, how many times this season she said something and we like, was that about Angel?
But listen,
right? Remember the media. Hold on, remember the media thing that came out a few months ago about the rankings, and she spazzed out on Twitter, right? And then something else happened. She spazzed out, like she didn't get the Unrivaled invite, even though she did, right? They said we sent it to you. She found it. She spazzed out. So it's like all this spaz, and it's like, and she a grown woman. So at some point, again, like that's why I said Kennedy, and I'm a huge Kennedy supporter. But just because I support you, don't mean I can't hold you accountable. It don't mean I can't like want you to want better for yourself. So that's all I'm saying. It's like Kennedy has to be better, and if she's better, then I could support you. But right now, with the mess she's putting herself in, it's making me even want to fall back and be like, all right, Kennedy, you doing too much. Sometimes you need to just fall back and shut up. Because if she wasn't in the media so much, I could support her. Right? I supported her. In fact, I'm gonna keep it all the way real. I supported her, and I was wrong. I was on KSAP channel, and they was talking about the locker room thing, and I was like, we can't assume. Well, they came out with a statement and said, no, a locker room thing happened, and Kennedy was involved. So it's like, that's me trying to support it, because I'm like, I'm the type of person that I don't go off rumors. I'm gonna go off what happened. And so far up until that point, they didn't clearly say something happened. I know we was going off of what we heard, noises, so we thought something happened. And I was going off of what I saw. I saw pictures of Kennedy having fun and dancing with her teammates and stuff like that. I didn't see no drama. So I'm like, I'm going to go off of that. I don't want to go off of what people are saying they heard. I want to go off what I saw. But they came out and said, nah, something happened in the locker room and she was involved. So that's why we're not offering her a contract. Right? Well, if that's true and they're telling the truth, right, which I doubt they'll lie like that. And if they was, she would have called it out. She ain't called it out yet. The fact that they put that statement out tells me that she needs to take some accountability for her own actions, right? Yeah. I will say this about Kennedy to give her some grace. Again, like I said before, we've seen plenty of male athletes with a lot of these same issues that get a lot of chances, right? So I'm not on the wave of canceling her or blackballing her. I'm not on that wave. So I hope she does get a contract, but I also hope she takes accountability for her own actions. I hope that she also understands that, I'm a person that got to do this too, right? I'm a person with such a big personality that I got to understand that people are going to judge me just based off my personality. So I got to watch what I do sometimes. I got to watch what I say. I got to watch even in these spaces, right? What I've noticed that my personality, as far as I enjoy, and I'm not talking about with like none of y'all, right? I'm talking about people who delusional. Let's say that the delusion, you see these people, ADP, because you're in the chat all the time. I enjoy debating with them, right? And because I debate with them so much and people hear my voice so much, you got a lot of people who love me. And it's like, oh, Brooklyn is here. I want to hear what he got to say. I love Brooklyn Take. But you know, because you be in the chat, you got a lot of people that be like, oh, here Brooklyn go again. He want to argue. He want to do this. Brooklyn always got something, right? You got those people too. And I got to understand that's going to come with the territory with me just because of how strong my voice is. And that's why you see me chill sometimes. I'll be like, I ain't even going, because I know what it is. I know I could be overwhelming to those types of people, right? I could be overwhelming.
Well, yeah, you could be, but you got to, that's why people got to check in the chat. They really got to follow, because at the end of the day, I watch you. You got a good heart at the same time. Like, you tough bricks at the same time. So I can't mess with you too much because I want to be a sad news. But I think, yeah, you come off strong, but you got a good heart, because I see how you like bring people together after they, going at each other, or, you say it's certain things you say. So people just got to understand, we all different, but we can walk the same way too.
Nah, but that's a fact. Everything you're saying is a fact. But the point I was making in all that is I got to be aware of it, right? I got to be aware, right? And when I'm aware of it, I'm able to sometimes do things to combat that, right? And that's what I'm saying with Kennedy Carter. She got to be aware of her personality and how you make people feel with you, because she's emotional, right? She's emotional and she gets angry. So it's like when you around people, if she put it to you like this, I'm from Brooklyn, I'm rough, I'm not a sensitive, soft kind of guy, like, right? So if Kennedy Carter's around me, it's not gonna bother me. It's gonna be like, all right, whatever. You know what I mean? I got friends that we done yelled at each other before, and it's like, and then we back cool. That stuff, but you got certain people you can't really yell at. They're getting their feelings and they get sad. You got certain people you can't, you know what I mean? You get what I'm saying? Like, you got to understand how you make people feel. And that's what I'm saying with Kennedy
and it's her
Carter.
surroundings too. She need I think her surroundings too, who she's surrounded by, and like they were saying last night, she need a good PR, team and all that good stuff. It helps.
Yeah, I heard she got rid of her old team and hired a new team, but it was too late apparently for that. But yeah, so she got to take some accountability is basically all I'm saying. You gotta be aware, because again, I'm still a supporter. Let's be clear. I'm not against Kennedy Carter. I'm still a supporter of her, but obviously, it's something going on, right? It's something going on, regardless of it's sometimes when you did, and again, I'm using myself for an example. It'd be times where I go through things that's not even my fault. It is what it is. Like, life ain't fair. So I got to understand that as a man, as a grown man going through this world, sometimes things is going to happen to me, or things is going to happen that's not my fault. I can't control. For instance, something as simple as, like how you said, I'm a good heart, right? I'm somebody who prefers never to get in confrontation with nobody. Like, I don't, what I mean? If we could talk it out diplomatically, great. I don't need to fight nobody. I don't need to argue or be at odds with anybody. At the same time, because of where I come from, I understand sometimes you can't avoid a fight, no matter how much you want to, no matter how good your heart is. You got to get it popping because this person is ignorant. Like, some people don't understand your gentleman. Some people don't understand nice guy. Some people only understand getting knocked upside the head. So if you having a conversation with one of those people, ain't really nothing you can do. It's like, I bet this is what we doing. No more talking. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, so basically with Kennedy Carter, she just got to understand that, she got to take accountability for some of her actions. Unfortunately, some of the things that's happened to her might not be fair. Some of the things that's happened to her, she's probably directly a cause of, but it's probably other things that's happening that she's not. And it is what it is. She got to understand that everything is not fair. Everything, everything that's going to happen to you, sometimes you got to just put on your politician and be like, I bet I don't deserve to be in this situation. Like, let's keep it a stack. And we just look at her talent. And we look at the talent in the WNBA. She deserves, off of talent, to be on a team. She deserves to get paid what she wants to get paid. I was on HD chat earlier. He was saying that she wants to be a franchise player. She deserved, off talent, to be that. Like, when she was a little girl growing up and thinking about the game and thinking about, being a professional, I'm pretty sure she had, like, you dream big. You got all positive thoughts. You don't foresee all this other stuff coming. But unfortunately, it did. Your perception, and now her perception This the unfair part. Her perception leads in a room before she does. You get what I'm saying? So it's like you got to deal with that too. Even if you she could turn a whole new leaf tomorrow and did therapy, then did everything she needed to do. Unfortunately, this black cloud is gonna follow her for the next however many years until it goes away. Like we've seen it again with guys like Ron Artest, Meta World Peace. People look at Meta World Peace different today than they used to, but it took a long time for that to happen. You get what I'm saying? Draymond, the way people look at Draymond and think of Draymond, unfortunately, Draymond is a champion. He's a winner. But people ain't going to think about him like a champion or when they're going to think about Draymond like a hothead. And they're going to think about Draymond like a hothead for a long time. Even if he come out and change his, change his ways up, be super peaceful, people are still going to have that perception of him because of, everything people saw. So it's kind of like that with Kennedy. So, I want the best for her. I want the best for Kennedy. And I kind of understand her because we got some of the same similarities, right? I'm like I said, me, the neighborhoods I grew up in, I understand. I know a lot of people like Kennedy, so I understand her. But at the same time, she gotta take some accountability herself.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But hopefully she gets on the team though. Like I said, like you said earlier, talent wise, the Aces, if Kelsey Plum is out the door.
That's why I brought her. Yeah, that's why I brought her up, because I was thinking that she would be a good fit with the Aces or the new team.
Yeah, she might be a good fit. Kelsey Mitchell, but like I said, even certain people that's in the like Tiffany Mitchell, like they don't need a splash. I feel like the Aces still got a solid lineup. They don't necessarily need a splash, but they do need somebody to help Asia down low.
They stats from I guess it's from last year, whatever. They need scoring too, because they can't just rely on Jackie Young. Jackie Young averaged 15.8. The other girl that I was talking about that came off the bench, Alyssa Clark, 6 points. Kelsey Plum, 17.8. Chelsea Gray, 8.6. So they need some scoring. And like the only person that's dropping buckets is Asia Wilson with 26.9 points per game. So while we can see as ballers that they need rebounding, they also need somebody that can knock down the three.
No, absolutely. That's why I said I don't think they need much, but they just need somebody that's a star in their role. Somebody like you said, because they already got the point guard at the one. She gonna do her thing. They got Jackie Young, two-way star, right? So they just need somebody to fit, somebody who could play a little bit of defense and, like you said, knock down a three. And the same thing at the four. They need a fit. I feel like they already got, kind of like I was saying yesterday about the Liberty, they already got they main players, they core players. Yeah. Like I said, when I look at the Aces, I just see a weakness for Asia. You high on Kia Stokes, so I'm gonna go easy on her.
Not because she a good backup. That's what I'm saying. She's solid on defense. So when Asia Wilson is going off and she don't need to grab hella rebounds, she got Kia Stokes, because everybody doubling, tripling Asia Wilson, and then you got Kia Stokes down there grabbing rebounds or dishing it back out. So that's why I'm like, Kia Stokes is a solid player. Granted, she don't drop much buckets, but she could grab some rebounds. She's the second highest with the Aces?
But you don't think the Aces need
grabbing rebounds?
You don't think the Aces need another bucket getter? Like you said, she don't get buckets. I'm talking about at the big.
I think they need another bucket getter, and I see why y'all rocking with Kennedy Carter so hard. But
I think they need a bucket. I think they need another bucket getter at the big, though, not another guard. I think Asia needs help down low.
Yeah, that's why I said old girl, and you said nah. From the Storm.
Because she's not a bucket getter. Mercedes Russell.
Let me bring her up. I don't recall her stats.
The biggest memory I got. The biggest memory I got of Mercedes Russell is when Jonquel Jones, basically little girl, she grabbed Shorty butt first of all. I don't know if you remember this video, but she grabbed Shorty butt. She was backing her down, she was grabbing her butt like this. Then he threw her the ball and she just drop stepped and laid it up. I'm like, that's not gonna help A'ja Wilson. You need somebody a little bit tougher than that. Like, you know what I mean? Let Mercedes Russell stay where she at.
All right. What? Mercedes Russell. Nah, you right. She only averaging 4.9 points. Nah.
Yeah, she another Kia Stokes. I'm telling you. I'm telling you.
But I don't see that many bigs that drop buckets like that besides the main stars.
Listen, I gave you two names.
A'ja Wilson.
Nah, you got Brianna. Like I said, there's other names I ain't even. I really see 4 names. So I think Brianna Jones,
but
Natasha Howard, even Satu. Satu might, they might figure something out with Satu, and then Nalissa Smith. I think those are the names. All right, I think those are the names. I'm high on Alyssa Smith, man. I think a lot of people, again, they a lot of people got recency bias. So I think they look at Alyssa Smith like she's not that good because she just didn't fit with the offense that the Fever tried to run. But I think you put her in another offense where she could play her game, and I think she's a problem. So put her next to somebody like an A'ja Wilson, where A'ja Wilson is going to do most of the damage, and she just have to, play solid defense and knock down some buckets. I think she's not a bad fit.
She a forward or a center?
She a forward. She could play both though because of her height. So she's 6'5", so she could play the 4 or the 5. But she's a 4. She's 6'5". She's 6'4". She's 6'4", 6'5".
Yeah.
Satu Sabli, I mentioned the other day. She a bucket, 15. How many years in the league? Oh,
Yo, K-Sab, you still in the chat?
5 years. I don't see her. But I don't know too many bigs. I'm not a big person. I'm like, I hone in more on point guards and shooting guards.
Got you. Did you play ball?
Yeah.
I think I heard you mention that yesterday.
Alyssa Smith ain't. Oh, I'm looking at the wrong person. Wrong Smith. Yeah, I was a point guard for like 8 years.
Oh, word?
Yeah.
What team you played on?
In high school, I played with Wingate, and then in college, I played with City Tech.
Okay, that's what's up. I'm thinking about covering Red Storm a little bit more since they close to me.
Red Storm.
Yeah, the St. John's. I think they call it the Red Storm.
Oh, St. John's?
Yeah.
Now I like Syracuse or Connecticut.
UConn.
Rocks with them.
Yeah, UConn be beating these teams up, boy. St. John's, Seton Hall, Ruck. I like Rutgers too because Keone McMillan.
I don't like Rutgers because they whip my butt. That's just personal.
Yeah, I feel you.
I don't appreciate teams that put a whooping on me. I'm like, oh, y'all from Jersey, y'all don't play real. And then they swarmed all point guards because they knew our centers wasn't that good. So yeah. So
Who's
they had
Sonny? Who's Sonny Boy talking about? Cuzzo. That's family. It was good. So what's your what expectations y'all got for Vegas in 2025? I feel like they're gonna beat. I feel like they winning the championship. Okay, she, what up, Brody? Her claiming that she wasn't talking about Angel, but Unrivaled doesn't make her look better, just causing more problems with her peers. I mean, yes and no, Lisa. You could critique a game, but I just don't like the wording. And it's not because you can't critique people missing layups. You can critique that. But if you know for a fact that this is like what everybody is saying in the media, it's like, come on, dog. I don't believe you. I just don't.
So Brooke Tim said, Melissa
yeah,
Smith.
Vegas got the best player, my guy. You already know that. You already know that. If you want to come up to the panel, KC, you just gotta click that StreamYard link. She spazzed out.
Brooke, I'm on the laptop, so I think it's connected to my phone, so I can't do the chat. Just let them know. I can't connect to the
They won't let you connect to the chat. Oh, that sucks.
I don't know what I'm doing. Like that's KSAP thing. I gotta ask because it's connected to my phone. So when I try to connect, it's not letting me do it. So
okay, I got you. I'll let you know if they say something to you. Oh, I bet. I got you, Brody. I got you, bro. How was your day today, KC? My brother KC, my cousin KC about to be on he about to be on this thing with me, talking sports.
What else is it for Asia to accomplish in WNBA?
I know. That's a question I came up with, but it's kind of difficult because she's so accomplished. So it's like what else? What else?
I mean, and it might be something that she wants to accomplish.
Yeah, I know she does. That's why we respect Asia because she always come back with something new to her game. So I know, and she always setting different goals for herself. Like I know for a fact last year she would have loved to win, Defensive Player of the Year. Who did it go to again? Did it go to DeJounte?
Didn't it go to Fee?
No? Oh, went to Fee. Okay, yeah.
No, it might have been Carrington.
I think you're right. I think it was Fee. I think it was Fee. Brooklyn, she could say what she want, but the optics definitely looked like she was low key talking about Angel. I mean, that's a fact. That's a fact. And you don't do that to your girl, so that's weird. Yeah, I feel you, man. Be them days sometimes. Be them days for real.
I seen Case up in the chat talking about stop ADP.
Yeah. He said that when you was trying to give some because you such a one thing I love about you, you such a nice person, man. But nah, sometimes you gotta call us because
it's two sides to every person. It's two sides to every person. So I be looking like, I know it's something. I know it's some good in that person. I know it is. So
no, yeah, but it could be good in a person, but you gotta call people out sometimes for their BS. You can't.
Yeah, but I want to, what I want to say, but I can't say it because I don't want, what I'm saying? Like, certain things you can't say that we know we can see it, but we can't say it. So I think that plays a part too.
You nicer than me. I just say it. If it's on my mind, I'ma just say it.
That's just like with when I was teaching pre-K, like we couldn't say certain things. You just can't. You can't ask certain questions. You can't say certain things.
Yeah, of course not. It's pre-K.
Right, but still, this is somebody's life, and I don't have receipts, but
yeah,
I can tell.
See, the thing about me is I'm an honest person, but I'm not brutally honest. I feel like I don't like the people who feel like they don't care about hurting your feelings, right? Like if I'm your friend, I'm gonna tell you the truth. Like I'm gonna tell you what you don't want to hear, but I'm not gonna
That's
tell you.
good.
I'm not gonna tell you in a way that I'm tearing you down. I'm gonna still try to find a way to deliver it where it's not tearing you down, even if you don't really even if you don't really want to hear it right now. I'm gonna still try to give you, you know, that truth, that advice, because you know you need it. That's real, but it's still a way that you can do it without trying to deliver it in the worst way possible. I hate when people be like, nah, I don't care, I'll say it any, like, nah, you ain't got to say it any type of way. You could figure out a way to deliver that. You get what I'm saying? So me, you know, whatever's on my mind, I tend to say, you know what I mean? Because like I said, sometimes people need to hear it and they don't want to hear it, but sometimes you need to hear it.
Hey, Brooke, don't laugh. You think Dana gonna go to the Aces?
Listen, I'll be happy if Dana go anywhere. So if she go to the Aces,
I'm just messing, guys. I'm just messing.
If she go to the Fever, as long as she don't come back to Chicago, I'll be so happy. But they extended the offer to her, so I'm scared. I think she's gonna sign it. I think we're gonna have Dana back. Then we're gonna have fucking 3-point guards, which means maybe they don't go after Olivia Miles in the draft, because why? Like,
oh gosh,
stacking up point guards is crazy. Like, what are we doing?
Yeah,
you know,
the Aces really got to get somebody good to replace Plum, though.
Like I said, the perimeter I'm not worried about. They could fill that. I'm worried about around Asia.
But look, when they were playing last season, they were okay. But look, at the end, you know, kind of looked kind of crazy. Mm-hmm. So I don't feel like they played their best year last year. But hey,
yeah,
I'm learning.
They didn't. Because like I said, Jackie Young, she wasn't really after the Olympic break. She didn't really like contribute. I think she was dealing with an injury, right? Okay. Chelsea Gray is just older, so she's gonna get nicked up throughout the season. She came back from injury. She's gonna get nicked up here and there
because they weren't winning like big points a lot of times. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And they remember they wasn't even like, you know, they was kind of out of the best teams, out of the top teams, they was on the bottom. So they was like, I'm talking about like top 5, they was like the 5th one. Like they wasn't really, you know, at the top the whole season. You know, I mean, they was really trying to figure out, you know, Chelsea Gray was out, so they was trying to figure that out. They point guard situation, you know.
And what was Martin, Brooke? Money Martin. What was she for the Aces?
I mean, she was coming off the bench.
I mean, what position? That's what I was saying.
What position? She was coming off the bench playing, I believe she was playing like the small forward role for them.
Oh, okay.
Because, you know, she's 6 foot. She's 6 feet tall. So I think she was coming off the bench playing a small forward role, corner threes, you know, play solid defense, hit corner threes, you know, that type of stuff. Not really doing anything with the ball. She's gonna have a much bigger role next year on a Valkyrie, right? So yeah, they gotta replace Kate Martin, which shouldn't be that hard to replace. They probably gonna sign 2 free agents. Who knows? Maybe a DeWanna Bonner or somebody like that goes to the Aces.
Maybe so. Is right. BG what BG play? What's her position?
She a center. Brittany Griner, you talking about? Oh, you talking about Alyssa Thomas?
Yeah, Brittany.
Griner is a center.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so we're gonna see. She's taking meetings. So I don't know. I can't really imagine her.
Where's she going though?
I can't imagine her on no other team. So I don't know. So we're gonna have to wait and see. It's gonna be a surprise for us all, I guess.
Yeah, I think this year is gonna be a shocker with the draft and everything.
Yeah. I think this is gonna be a good draft. A lot of people underestimating the talent that's in this draft. So this is gonna be
that's what I'm saying. You don't know, like, you know, when you guys be on, you know, K-Stap and y'all be breaking stuff down. I'm like, okay, this person is at 3 this time, this person at 2. You know, I'm trying to keep up. And then a new person come in, I'm like, okay. So it's like we don't know who's gonna get what spot.
No,
Like,
that's a fact. Yeah, we all guessing. We all probably wrong, to be honest with you. But the thing that I enjoy about looking at the draft is not looking at the same people all the time. Though I like to like find new names because you got to realize like it is different options, right? Like it's different. Like for instance, if we talk
yeah.
about the Sky 10th pick, they got so many ways they could go with that. It's so many different players at each position, at point guard, at small forward, because those are two biggest needs that they could get at the 10th pick. They don't have to go with a specific name. And if we don't get that name, it's like, oh no, it's the end of the world because we ain't get our name. Like, you know, I don't have to be that. The third pick, I think, is much more you want to try to get a certain player. But the 10th pick, it's so many people that could fit that 10th pick slot. I'm not really worried about it.
So
So I
what
like
if like
introducing new names to it.
okay, so what if like okay, the draft picks, right? They get picked by the teams. What if through the training camp they don't do what they're supposed to do? How do they go about doing that?
Say
Do
that
they
question
pick
one more
another
time.
player? Like when they get picked in the draft, when
Mm.
they get picked for a certain team, if they don't do good with the training camp, do they cut them? Do they
Yeah,
get
Yeah.
someone else? Do they trade off? Like
yeah, they cut
No,
him.
no, they just release them and then like try to
so
pick
that
up
leaves
another
like a
player
slot.
that would fit because that they put a lot of people in the training camp. They just pick up a lot of people and then just release them and then they leave uh they go back in the pool and try to pick other people up just to for training camp practice to see if they
Mm,
fit well.
okay.
They sign them
Yeah,
to like similar to like a 10-day how the NBA does it. Just a couple of days to see if they gel well with the team.
Hold on, Mama.
Lana Bonner. I like Emma Misimich.
I mean she's solid. Is she gonna come back to the WNBA though?
She opted out because it was the Olympics. She might come back.
Then she'll be back this year.
Yeah.
What team you think she go to?
I think her last team was Chicago.
Oh yeah.
My computer froze.
Mm.
Because she left Washington and then won with Chicago and then she opted out because it was the Olympic year. So I think she going back. She might be going back to Chicago.
We'll see. How you been paying attention to some of these girls that's getting drafted?
Not really, because I can't seem to find a schedule.
Mm.
Like I be looking and for some reason ESPN be showing me uh off teams that I don't even know about. Like I'm looking for LSU, Gamecocks,
They
Yukon,
playing a couple
Duke,
days.
and I'm not even seeing them.
Thursday, right? I think Keisha covering that.
Yeah, LSU and South Carolina. They playing a couple
Hmm.
days. So I can help you out. I got is it Fox Sports? What is it? Oh, CBS Sports. That's what I use. I got the app. You download the CBS app, and then you could put I took like let's just say 60. I took like 60 teams and put as my favorite. But you could just, put women's basketball and they show you every college team. I tried to put like the top 25, like they do the top 25 AP, and I try to do it for like the past 5-6 years. So I try to get like different schools that was in it or whatever the case may be, because every school not gonna be in it every year.
Yeah.
So that's what I did. And then All right. If you guys don't got any more, we could wrap up the Aces show. I feel like I didn't do the Aces show justice, but that's because Aces fans didn't show up. So I'm gonna blame you guys on that.
No, you did good. Shoot, I mean, your topics are good.
Yeah, I mean it was good topics, but I thought we could have dived in them a little deeper.
Yeah,
But
if we had more Aces fans would have
yeah,
been
more Aces fans to kind of give more insight. But Aces fans definitely holler at me in the comments. Let me know. I might do these again. I'm gonna go through every team. So like, when we
okay.
get closer to the season, I might do it again, like a part two, and we could
Mhm.
go in a more depth with each team. Um, but yeah, if you don't, Aces fans, if you like these topics, definitely comment for me in the comment section. Tell me what you think. If you feel like I didn't go over things that I could have touched on, definitely holler at me in the comments. Let me know what you think. Everybody, please hit the like button. Everybody, please subscribe. Um, and I appreciate everybody for rocking with me and pulling up.
Okay,
Y'all got any
Brooklyn.
y'all got any last words I wanna give to the Aces or
We're just gonna have to wait and see with everybody, really. But yeah, definitely with the Aces at the top. See who they get if Plum doesn't stay. But I think she wants out. It just seemed like that. But hey, I don't know.
we're gonna know in a couple days.
Oh, really?
Some,
Okay,
some
okay.
breaking news. Some breaking news might happen. If it does,
What?
if it doesn't happen, then we know that she's staying. But I don't know. I kind of got a feeling it's gonna
I
be a
think she
trade.
going. I think she leaving.
Yeah, I
I
think
want to say she's going to that new team. I just got a
The
feeling.
I
I
think
could be
Valkyrie?
wrong.
yeah, because it's a West Coast team, and if you want to start over, I feel like she gonna. I feel like she want to start fresh, right?
Cause how old is Plum? Is she like close to retiring, or is she still like
I
in
think
her
she around.
30s?
Yeah, I think she around her 30s. I think she
Oh,
around there.
okay. She just
Your
looked
late
old.
20s, yeah.
But
Early
I think people fail to
30s.
realize in 2020, you really again
Oh yeah.
all these players got to be GMs, right? Because in 2026, any
Mm,
team could be good. You know what I mean? Any team, and why not? If you somebody who want to be on the West Coast and you're not gonna be on the Sparks, why not go to the Valkyrie, right? You playing for
mhm,
you playing for owners who wants to win, right? You playing for people who know the facilities is gonna be great. You know what I'm saying?
mhm.
So
Next year they expanding again. It's gonna
hi
be Toronto.
guys, hi guys from UK.
And then
So
another
new to WNBA.
expansion is gonna be, Philadelphia.
Now that's a
So
fact. Let me read this real quick. Hi guys from UK. So new to WNBA. When does the transfer trades normally happen? You cannot sign till February 1st. Do they happen straight after or before draft class chairs? I think I understand this question. So you on February 1st they're able to sign, right? I think it's February no 20 the 21st they able to start negotiating. February 1st they're able to sign. After February 1st up until the draft, you're gonna have people negotiating their contracts. So the bigger names it's probably gonna sign right away. But it's probably gonna be a couple of the smaller names might still be negotiating a contract up until the start of the season. If that answered your question, I think that's what you was asking.
Mm. Okay.
And then trades, y'all could correct Mika, when trades happen, because I'm new. I feel like trades could happen after the 21st, probably, or after the first.
yeah, they usually happen after the 21st, I mean.
Yeah, so appreciate you, Storm. Thanks for subscribing.
But the shakeup is usually crazy. It's like you gotta get your popcorn ready. You seeing people getting traded, wild, crazy
Yeah, I
names.
think
You
it's
like,
gonna
why
be
would you
crazy.
trade that
It's
person?
gonna be unexpected changes.
Mhm.
and then you get some trades that don't even make sense. I'm like, you just did that for a chess move. You didn't want another team to have that person. You cheating.
It's gonna be crazy.
It be like that sometimes.
Yep.
Mm. I'm telling you, I didn't expect all this. Whew, when I start watching the WNBA, because it's a
It's
lot. It's a
drama
lot. It's a
filled.
lot of drama, a lot of politics. It's a lot of if
Mm-hmm.
I don't like you, I'm gonna try to destroy you type of stuff. I mean, we
Yep.
know this in like different types of areas and stuff like that. But good gracious, ball of fire, it's crazy.
Yeah,
And you
that's a
think it's
fact.
just bull? It's like everybody from the top down, they just get catty with it, and you think it's
Hmm.
not. It don't make no sense, but some teams win like that, and some teams don't. It's just like, get your popcorn ready.
Them GMs off the chain. They off the chain behind closed doors. Oh my
Oh
gosh.
yeah.
Like I said, they all talk. That's why I like getting back
Yeah,
to
Brooklyn, I
Kennedy
can see
Carter.
them in the room with cigars, just sitting at the
Yeah,
table.
that's the
That
unfortunate
that
part.
that's why I feel she'll do better overseas. Not hating on Kennedy Carter. I love her too. But ever since the sparks and then the situation that happened with the Sky, I'm like, dag, it's gonna be hard to come back from that.
Mm-hmm.
It depends on. I do think she'll be better started at a new team, like maybe the Valkyrie,
I think so
but
too.
she
But
she
this is
she'll
a
have
man's
to
game.
prove herself overseas, show that she's a bucket that she normally is, and then somebody will pick her up. But she
She,
gotta cool out for a bit right now.
yeah,
She in the
Yeah.
penalty box.
And something most of the time it's money over people. A lot of times too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, buy that attitude.
that's a fact. And you definitely gotta make sure that she has a better relationship with her teammates. I gotta
Yep.
Yeah.
be, you know what I mean? The
I think if they
organization.
get her the proper help, if wherever she goes, I think that would help her. You know,
Mhm.
like putting and even if she have the right things in place, um, just stay on it to keep doing it. And you got to have. I don't think the Sky was bad. I just think it was a lot of jealousy and stuff up in there.
Yeah, it was a lot of
Yeah, I think that's
stuff
what it is.
going
And
on.
you don't need, for somebody like Kennedy, not saying she's not wrong or nothing like that, but you need more positive, like for her, for the type of person that she is. It makes a difference. Watch. If she go to a new team, it's gonna make a difference.
Nah, facts. I'm gonna give
Uh,
Jeff. I'm gonna give. I'm sorry, Mika, really quick. I'm gonna give Jeff P some credit because I feel like Jeff P is trying to create. I might not agree with every decision he made, but I feel like he's trying to create an environment where you have Camilla and Angel Reese as your cornerstones, and everybody falls under that. Everybody falls in line and say, they understand that this is the team and they're not gonna hate on it. You get
I
what I'm
hope
saying?
so. I hope they can do that. But if they keep Dana,
Yeah.
you know,
I mean, you never know because Jeff P. Listen, like I said, everybody. I'm not you. I'm saying this because I'm like, this is not what I want. Is what I'm saying. This is not what I want. But at the same time, I just said earlier in this show, everybody deserves grace. You never know. Jeff P. might have had a long conversation with Dana and said, "Listen, I need you to be a veteran. I need you to be professional. I need you to really embrace these girls, these rookies, was rookies. And I need you to develop, I need you to develop with them. If you want to be he probably, the same thing, he probably had to talk with Kennedy. I need certain things from you if you're going to be a part of this organization. So maybe we see a different Dana, right? Maybe, like it could have been a bad year, down year for her. And
and
maybe she comes back.
it might be like you help me, you help me, I help you type of thing, like
Yeah.
snakes do.
Right. No, that's a fact. That's a fact. Definitely a fact. What you were saying, Mika? I ain't even to cut you off.
Nah, I forgot.
Yo, that be happening to me too. I'll be hating. I apologize, Mika. I'll be
That's
hating
because
that
you're
shit.
so
Something
young.
slipped your mind, like fuck, slipped my mind.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, so I think we had a good show. Like I said, um, any last words going through these topics?
No, I think we're just gonna see what happens. We got a lot of stuff that's going to go down, so we just gonna have to wait and see. I hope the Aces do pick somebody good up because Asia needs that support.
Yeah.
Um, we just, I think Billings keep coming to my mind. I could be wrong,
Now that's a good name. Like I
I
said,
think she would be a
they
good fit, but
now she would. It's a like I said, Asia needs a another person down there that when Asia is, let's just say Asia, because Asia's gonna score. Asia gonna be Asia. But let's say Asia is not focused on the offense right now. She's solely focused on getting every block and getting every rebound and getting that, and she needs somebody else to carry some weight. You know what I mean? She needs
hmm
somebody else to like get a quick 10 points for her. And then, just to give her a
hmm
break. You know what I mean? So, and then even when she go to the bench, she needs somebody who she know that when she's on the bench, she can rely on them to get some points in the paint and get some, pull up some mid ranges and, get to the line, get fouled, get some rebounds and stuff like that. She needs somebody she can rely on to do those things. So Monique Billings is a great name for that. She's a hard worker. She's a hustle player. Um, like I said, I keep throwing the name Melissa Smith out there. I think she'll fit not just this team, but any team I need a powerful. I think she need a new home. Indiana is not a good home for her. Um, Natasha Howard is another name that'll be a good fit. Or if you want to go all the way big, or Brianna Jones. I think Brianna Jones, and like I said, Elizabeth Kitley, I think is gonna have a great rookie season. So they got options. Hopefully they make the right choice. If Kelsey Plum stays, great. But if not, just bringing somebody who could fit, hitting the three and that could play defense, whether that be a Kelsey Mitchell, whether that be a Kennedy Carter, whether that be somebody else in the draft that we not really thinking. I mean, not in the draft, in free agency that
And
we
Brooke,
not
I
thinking
think
about right now.
KSAP onto something too. I think I just got a feeling that he might be right about that Jude Lloyd
What, to Chicago or to the Aces?
to
Chicago.
Chicago.
Yeah, I mean, I think so too. I think
He's
so
been
too.
standing on that, and
It
I was
just
just like,
makes too much sense.
and
We
then when
need
that Kennedy happened, I was like, oh my gosh,
from
KSAP probably is right.
from Chicago's point of view. Now that Kennedy is out the door, we need to replace that production, right? We need to replace that shooting guard. Jewel said she wants to leave. She don't want to be there no more, and she's from Chicago, so it makes perfect sense. A lot of people assuming that the third pick has to be a part of that. It doesn't. The third pick does not have to be a part of it. And I could tell you right now, I can't tell you because I'm not in those offices, but I'm almost sure that we're not doing it if a third pick is asked for. It's not gonna happen. But if it could be done without the third pick, then it's gonna get done. It is what it is. We want her. Chicago wants her. She wants to be here, and Seattle needs to get rid of her. So
Yeah,
this is gonna be one of her options. I'm also
yeah.
curious to see what Sably does because from what I heard today, Sably let it be known that Indiana isn't her preferred destination.
Mm.
Liberty might be her preferred destination. I don't know,
Yeah,
but
some people saying Liberty. She going to
I don't think
Liberty.
she fits the Liberty because of her skill set and what they already have. So now it's like
She might go to Seattle.
I didn't think about that. She could go to
She
Seattle.
might.
That's an option. I'm not mad at that. She could. So Seattle could be an option. Again, the Aces could be an option, right? And
Yeah.
then Chicago could still be an option for that. Like, so let's
hmm
see. Those are different teams that she could fit on because then she could play her game. If she goes to Indiana or if she goes to the Liberty, she can't play her game there, right? Like
Okay.
either she
What
can't
about
play her
Phoenix?
game there. Phoenix. Phoenix could be an option. Phoenix could be an option because they need a four, first of all. They got Kalia Copper there. And we don't
What
know
do you
what
think about
Brittany.
Kai? You think Kai gonna leave?
I don't know.
Can they
It
do
really,
that?
we gotta see how
Okay.
she, because would it be another would it be being another season in Phoenix with Brittany Griner possibly leaving and Diana Taurasi possibly retiring? It's like, do you want
She
to
better
be the?
retire after this year.
Yeah, I hope she does too.
Like, what is she
But
doing?
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I thought she was gonna retire this year. I mean
Yeah,
last year.
yeah. She needs to just give it up. But if you Kai there now and you there without a Diana Taurasi, without a Brittany Griner, yeah, you got great facility. You happy about that? You got great weather. You happy about that? But do you really enjoy playing basketball there? That's gonna be the question. So does she leave? I don't know. She really, when she came back to Chicago, she let it be known that she loved the city. So I feel like if Chicago did all the right things, which is what they doing now, maybe Chicago. It was two things from what I understand was important to Kai. She wanted to win, so she wanted a team around her. And obviously, every player wants the facilities. The facilities is coming. Chicago is on an upward trajectory. So maybe she looks at Chicago again. You never know. So we got to see.
What about
You know,
Skylar Brooke? Skylar Diggins.
I think she, again, like I said earlier, I think the only person who, and this is just my opinion. I don't have no information. I ain't do no research. This is just all my opinion. I don't think nobody else from the Storm leaves other than Drew Lloyd. I think everybody else they already core Gabby Williams. So Gabby Williams is getting the max. She's probably gonna fill that Drew Lloyd role, right? She's probably gonna come in at Drew Lloyd role. And I think everybody else stays. I think NECA stays. I think Skylar stays. And I think they just try to win now with Gabby Williams.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's just my opinion. I could be 100% wrong on all this. It's just how, what I think, my perspective. What do you think? What's your perspective, ADP, on Seattle?
I think Skylar should stay. I mean, they had a pretty good team, Things happen, So they do have to replace. Oh, okay. So you said Gabby is going to replace Jewel Lloyd.
They called her.
Okay. Well, Seattle might be up there going against them Aces.
Yeah, they still got a good
Seattle
team.
is a good team to me.
Yeah.
I thought Seattle was a good
Seattle
team.
is still in the rebuilding phase. They were so dysfunctional watching them play, like in the playoffs.
Yeah,
like
but
they usually have more of a sound mind when they like facilitating the ball. Like they spread the defense, like that their spots is very solid. But the way they was playing in the playoffs, nobody understood their role. Nobody understood how to score the ball when they supposed to. Like Jewel Lloyd was frustrated because she playing the point guard position, but you have Gabby Williams trying to take her spot. So that I feel that's why she left. But there's a lot of other dysfunction that we don't know about yet that needs to come
they
to
were off
light.
balance. Yeah.
So I don't know if that was it, because we did. I mean, I don't know if you familiar, Mika. True, they came out with an article about the dysfunction, and basically the article was about Drew. It was, so I heard multiple things, but they keep it because I heard it was bullying. I heard Drew Lloyd was coming to the fence of some of the younger players, yada yada yada. But I think NECA, from what I heard, Drew Lloyd didn't like the relationship NECA and the coaches had, or matter of fact, I don't even know if NECA was a part of it, but I know because NECA was so close to the coaches, and because NECA is the leader of the players
association.
I think they was just trying to leave NECA out of the talks or whatever. So they was have player only meetings or whatever. They didn't like how Skylar was talking to the team, and how Skylar, I guess Skylar and Drew Lloyd was having the friction back and forth. So that's why I said it seemed like the most of the friction was really between Skylar and her teammates. So that's why if you remove her, it might be, some residual, like couple other people that might have issues. But for the most part, I think the rest of them got along. So that's what I was saying. I think you remove Drew Lloyd, Skylar and Neck is cool. We know that was they went there together.
Yeah, and
Neck is cool with the
Skylar,
coach.
But that's Jewel
Skylar
Lloyd's
was on
team.
TikTok. She
Sue
was on
Bird
TikTok.
done left.
It's not Drew Lloyd's
Stewie
team no more
done
because she
left.
ready to go.
She was the main core piece to help them win them championships back during COVID and before in 2018. So she's like, this is my team. So of course
Right.
she's going to cause friction with these new players that's trying to come in to
Exactly.
help learn the system and actually do what they supposed to do. But they're not doing what they supposed to do. They running how they, because they think they top dog too.
No,
But
I
no, this
agree
is
with
Drew
you,
Lloyd's
but
team.
Drew Lloyd decided it ain't like Drew Lloyd said, I'm staying. You guys get the hell out of here. Drew Lloyd said,
Nah.
you know what? Y'all can have a
Fuck that.
team. I'm out of here.
Bump that. Sue Bird done left, Stewie done left, and y'all treating me like this? All right, I'm out.
Right. That's what happened. I agree. I agree with you. But what I'm saying
I know
is
when I was when what I saw on TikTok, Skylar was like, "Don't make me drop receipts." So we don't know.
yeah.
It's two sides
What
every
I
story.
want
We
to
don't
Well,
know.
no, that
receipts.
again, that came
I was
out.
in the building
that
when
was
she was
about
screaming at when she was playing on Phoenix, take me out the game. I was like, ooh.
Yeah, she ain't no. She look.
She don't play when she don't like
Yeah,
you. She let
she's
it be known.
passionate.
So
She's just
I'm
a different
saying,
type
drop
of
the receipts
passionate.
already. Spill
no,
the
she.
tea.
I'm trying to tell y'all she did. That was about Drew Lloyd. So she feels like Drew Lloyd was only playing for points because basically what happened was Drew Lloyd needed to reach an average for her for her shoe deal. She needed to reach a certain average to get paid more money from Nike or whatever the case may be. And she was a point under that average. So she was upset that I guess she was getting froze out the offense or she didn't get the ball enough. So it's two sides of that story because on one side, you could say, well, Drew Lloyd, you should have been more efficient because you wasn't very efficient on the shots you was getting. So a lot of people look at her like you being selfish, only focusing on your points. And then on the other side,
Like
Drew Lloyd, I didn't hear you.
Brooklyn, she did seem like, she liked that ball in her hand a lot.
Well, she used to that, right? Like she not used to the team that just a year prior, she was the leading scorer in the WNBA. So she used to putting up the ball a certain amount of times. Now you come with a new team that is better overall, but now y'all got to figure out all how to play together, and they just never figured it out, right? So, but that was what Skylar was talking about. What she said.
I didn't know it was that shoe deal shit. Joint.
Yeah. That's why I said all the business is out, and the business is pretty much between Skylar and Drew. That's why this Unrivaled is interesting, especially with the first date. They was going at each other. So if you knew, you knew. So when you see them really going at each other, it's like think about Drew Lloyd. Drew Lloyd is like, damn, you came to my team and tried to take it over. Nah, I'm coming at you. And Skylar's like, well, you're not a winner, right? All you care about is your points, and that. So they probably, they got their reasons why they don't like each other, and it's fun basketball for the fans.
But what she got points to is them 2 rings that she got. What? Oh, come on, man.
That's true.
But you gotta listen to her. She's a character. Skylar was on Angel's show. She's a character, but you can understand where she's coming from. Like she just,
I respect both players.
Strict with it. She's very hardcore. She's strict with, and she loves the game. Like she got a good heart. If you get to know her, the way she was talking to Angel, but she's strict. She's like she has a passion for that sport. Like she don't play.
Yeah,
you ain't coming there being lazy. Like she don't play.
If you take a look at Chris Paul is the same thing. He don't have no rings, but Chris Paul is one of those guys that annoys his teammates because of how hard he goes. Like he goes hard. Like he's really competitive. He really wants to win. He really gonna want the best out of it. So that don't work. Like that don't really fit well with a lot of his teammates, especially if you're an easygoing guy and you got this guy in your ear chirping all the time. So it's like that's kind of like Skylar. Skylar wants to win. She don't have no rings, but she wants to win. And then, like you said, Mikachu, you got Drew on the other side. Like, yo, I won already. Like, I know what it takes to win. So it's like, they bump it. It's 2 different styles of leadership, and they bumping heads. Every leader can't play together. Certain leaders gotta, you gotta separate them. And
And
that's
then
what
you
this
can't
that's
put
what this
you
was.
can't put yourself in a leading position. You can't put yourself there. It's like you got to earn that. A lot of people
Gotta
try to
earn
put
that. That's true.
themselves in that position and
Yeah,
they
nah.
fail.
Yep.
Everybody's not a leader.
You know,
Everybody
so
not a leader.
she was like, shoot, I'm gonna take over. Go. I'm just messing.
Before we get up out of here, you got any new art you want to show us? ADP? ADP does art.
Well, I got one. I'm gonna add some flavor to her, but I don't know if you guys can you see it?
Okay, yeah, that's dope. You have you have like a market set, a market set that you use. Like you got like a huge market set. Like how do you?
Well, I use like I'll use paint first, and then sometimes like I'll just trace it with like a Sharpie or something like that to outline it or whatever, and sometimes I don't. It just depends.
Yeah. Listen, I told you you're gonna make some money, man. Make some.
Yeah, Brooklyn. Like people been coming to like my YouTube channel, and Donna and all them. They've been asking about prices and stuff. So I told them like I'll start putting up stuff February the 1st, and they can start ordering and stuff like that. Because I usually do art shows, but it's like with the months that I'm not doing anything, it would help to be able to do that. So I've been praying about marketing.
Make Chicago style stuff.
Yeah, I got some of that too. And Elle been helping me. She was like, hey, until you get to your followers, do the backup work. You know what I'm saying? Do this. So I've been on my homework. So, if you want it, you got to go get it. But for me, it had to be faith over fear for this season right here.
I feel you.
Sometimes we'll get that. We'd be like you come up here, whether you have one or two, you know what I'm saying? You still come up here, you still do a good job, like if it was a room full of people. And that's how you got to hustle. That. If you want something in life, you are gonna have to hustle for
Gotta do it. I'll be back
even
tomorrow.
When the times get hard, because the stuff that all this, I know I'm gonna have a headache, but I'm gonna do it. But it's not easy. It's no joke.
Yeah, I'll be back tomorrow. I gotta figure out what team I want to do tomorrow. Who y'all think I should do tomorrow?
Are you doing college? Or are you doing WNBA?
No, I am gonna do college, but not right now. I'm gonna do all of the WNBA first, and then I'm gonna decide. I probably won't do. I probably pick like
Lynx.
5 college teams. You think Lynx?
Yeah,
maybe Lynx. Okay, I think about the Lynx.
I was thinking
about a more popular team, like maybe. You know what? I got
it. You want to do the Liberty, don't you?
I got to no. I did the Liberty. I got to do a Fever show. I got to do a Fever show. The reason why I got to do a Fever show is because people think that all Angel Reese fans hate Caitlin Clark, and that's not the truth.
No,
we just know how to critique her, and y'all don't. Y'all afraid because y'all feel like I was just in the chat earlier, and the guy in the chat was talking about Angel Reese and the missed shots and how the Sky fans need to not be so triggered when they talk about missed shots. And I was like, well, I said, if you're gonna say that, you can say the same thing about turnovers. Because I said Caitlin Clark fans get triggered with turnovers. So you can't move the goalposts. You gotta keep it even on both sides. And of course, he spazzed out. No, it is not the same. It's not the same. You can't even compare. And he's so stupid because anybody who know basketball, a turnover is way worse than a missed shot. I'd rather you have a missed shot than a turnover.
Like football,
but he was like, you can't even compare it. You can't compare the two, and they're not equal or no level. I'm like, so I just started trolling him after that because it showed his basketball knowledge. He's an idiot.
Nah, I was going in on people talking about her rebounding, how she's like dominant and rebounding because she's missing all them shots. And I'm like, yo, bro, she just came off college, like literally a couple months before she entered the league. Like she ain't had no rest. What are you talking about?
Right.
Yeah, that's how she played in college.
And Mika, she didn't even look. Nobody wanted to work down there for them rebounds. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like. People sometimes they don't watch. Like I might not know the stats and all that stuff, but I watched every game and I'm just watching everybody play.
Yeah.
Like the time she was getting under Alyssa Thomas' skin, and Alyssa
Yeah.
Thomas like basically choke slammed her,
Oh,
so
yeah,
I
choke
want to
slammed
jump
her.
in that
clotheslined
ring.
her. I'm like, yo, bro, she's a gnat. She's that little kid that keep buzzing in your ears like ah. So of course, Alyssa Thomas, she a sound person. Like, yo, you gonna stop bothering me, and I'm gonna show you why you gonna stop bothering me.
She was
And she
mad, boy.
basically went up for a rebound and said, "Come down here, little girl."
Yeah, and they had a whole sequence. It was like 3. If you really paid attention, it was 3 sequences in a row. People
Exactly.
So
And refs wasn't calling it, so she forced them to call something.
Yeah, they got
Yeah.
a special whistle for Angel. I don't care what nobody says.
no, that's a fact. I mean, I don't. It's so clear. Like
Right.
it's annoying because my thing is, I'm cool. All right, if they're gonna blow the whistle on Angel, just do the same thing on the other side. It's
Right.
almost like with Angel, if she does anything, if she touches a player, whoop, they blow the whistle. But she be going up for the layup, and there be players like on her shoulder, be players hanging all over her. They won't blow the whistle. Players is hitting her, they hitting her arm, they won't blow the whistle. But let Angel be on the other side playing defense. Her fingertips could touch a player, and they blowing the whistle. And it's like, yo, dog, keep the same energy on both sides. Stop doing
But
that.
y'all knew WNBA fans need to understand is that these refs suck all around.
No,
And
yeah,
because Angel
absolutely.
Reese isn't shown and proved that she can handle and take certain calls,
Yeah.
that's why they just keep looking at her, because she's the star of the league at that point. Her
Yeah.
and Caitlin Clark. So Caitlin Clark seems fragile, and Angel Reese seems like the aggressor. So they gonna call more calls on Angel Reese. It's just
No, but
gonna
what
have
I'm
to
saying is I'm
eventually
okay
calm
with that.
down.
I'm okay if they want to call calls on Angel Reese. That is fine. Just
But
do the
they not
same
gonna
thing on
do
the.
that to the other player on the team.
But
It's
that's not basketball though. That's not fair. Like
Mm-mm.
what makes basketball fun? Like I don't care. Like so you got different refs who call a game differently, right? You got certain refs who will call a tight game, right? A tight game means anything is a whistle, and then you got certain refs that'll let it go. My thing is you can't be both in the same game. You can't be tight on this side and let shit go on that side. That's weird. That's bad reffing. If you're gonna be a ref that you calling it tight, you gotta call it tight on both sides. Or if you're gonna be a ref that's letting physical play go, you gotta let the physical play go on both sides. But you can't be on one side where Angel got the ball and she's going up. You just holding the whistle. You letting it be as physical as you want it to be. But as soon as Angel go play defense on the other side, you like, you block like you can't
exactly. But that's how the WNBA refs are sometimes. It's like
that's bad basketball.
they talking about the women's game and how they more in their feelings or whatever, but y'all not even calling it fair.
Yeah,
like y'all not even calling it the same way. Like she literally went up shorty chest and extended her elbow, but you ain't called a foul. And she did the same exact thing on the other side, and you calling it a foul?
Exactly. They need to lose their jobs for that. That's bad. That's bad basketball. Like I said, you could be somebody who even and refs do this too. You could change up how you call in the game, right? A lot of times what refs do is they call a tight game, but when it come down to crunch time, they let y'all play physical.
Yep, they switch it up.
I'm okay with that as long as they do it on both sides. But you can't be on one side. I don't like that. Like you can't call a game one way on one side and a different way on another side. But as long as you keep it even on both sides, even if you change up throughout the game, that's 1000% fine. But just call it evenly on both sides. I respect that. And then if you do that as a ref, I take the onus off you and I start looking at the player. If it's Angel, Angel, this is how they call in the game. You gotta adjust. That's what I would say. You gotta adjust. But I can't say that because the refs is calling a bad fucking game.
Yeah.
And they're starting to do that in Unrivaled too.
Yeah,
well, not starting, they are doing it.
Yeah, because I already seen their play with Angel where she got a block, but her hand was like on the girl's shoulder. Now that it wasn't on her shoulder where it affected her or fouled her, but she did touch the girl on the shoulder. They called that a foul. They took the block away from Angel. I'm like, come on, dog, because y'all gotta do that to everybody now. Now, anytime I see any type of contact, you got to take it away. You got to be, but they not gonna do that. You know what I mean? And that's why Angel keep going to the bench because they keep calling them like silly fouls on her. It's like she can't really play defense for real. And Angel is a physical player. That's another thing that with you know, it's not, you know, the NBA don't have all great refs either. But the one thing I respect about certain refs in the NBA is they would call a game different for somebody like Shaq. Like somebody like Shaq, he a big dude, so he's gonna, you know what I mean? Like they give him certain passes that they won't give somebody else. They know Shaq is gonna touch you, like he a big dude, and then vice versa. Sometimes it be some people will hit Shaq and they won't call it because they understand, like, listen, we got to call a game differently for you. You're a big guy, like, you know what I mean? So they got to understand Angel Reese is a physical player. So they got to and she should have a reputation by now. You should know how she plays. So as long as she doesn't hurt or you know, affect the shot, they shouldn't be calling the whistle like that. They doing that on purpose because they don't do that to everybody. You know what I mean? And I'm not even saying it's only Angel, because I've seen it with Asia Wilson. I've seen it with different players where it's like, okay, these refs is bugging right now. So it's not just Angel.
How about the time I saw one game that the ref called a technical foul because Shorty Doo-Wop touched him? Like, how you gonna throw somebody out of the game because she touched you while you was trying to break up a conversation they was having? Like, bro, these WNBA refs are trash.
Nah, that's something I think every fan base can agree on. That's a fact. All right, y'all. We're gonna wrap it up on that note. I appreciate you guys for coming up on the panel and talk to me. Thank you, ADP. Thank you, Mikachu. Y'all want to plug? You want to plug your art, and you want to plug your page, Mikachu?
No. I can't do it up here.
No, I was saying tell people. You could tell people.
Oh, that's in New York. Oh, I'm sorry.
Tell them where you can find them at. Nah, I'm good.
You can find me at ADP Art Creations 5056.
Dope. And are you a did I make you a mod, ADP? You a mod? Oh, you said your phone.
Yeah, I think
you said your phone won't let you post anything.
No, my son, my little one has my phone, so I'm on the laptop, and so it's connected to my phone. I have the MacBook, so you can, with the MacBook, you can connect like your phone and stuff or something like that. And I don't know how to do it on the computer.
Okay. Nah, because as long as you're a mod, anytime you want to post your link in there, you can.
Am I okay? When they saying posting the link, Brooklyn, I'm going to where I would go like on my page and go to the side where it's got those 3 little dots, and I copy and paste it in the chat.
Yeah. You copy your link and then you come in here and share it.
But see, why is it? Is it because I'm sending like some people I send like a text message, so like my picture pop up. So like if I'm copying you guys' link in the chat, is it gonna show your picture too?
Nah, I just show the link. Only on like text messages and stuff it'll show your picture, but
gotcha.
In this chat it'll show your link. Yeah. All right, guys. I might do the links tomorrow. I might do Liberty. I might not Liberty. Fever.
Yeah, Fever will be a good. Well, it will be a good talk.
Yeah, I just gotta figure out the topic. So
yeah,
it's probably gonna more likely be the Fever, because I've been looking forward to doing a Fever show just to show people again. I could talk about Caitlin Clark in a Fever in an unbiased way and critique them and do all that without it being, you know, negative. How they would do injuries. I can talk
about them Eagles like that though. I'm a Redskins fan, so
okay.
Know, and Coach Marcus, I got to get on his live so I can mess with him.
Yeah, okay. You in the football as well, or you just basketball?
Nah, I'm just basketball.
Gotcha.
Me too. I'll watch a game or two, but I'm more of a basketball head.
Yeah, me too. I'm just basketball.
Football's
good, but all right, guys, we'll be back tomorrow with another episode, maybe, because I'm supposed to be doing a show with my guys, so it's really up to them. If they want to do that show, then we'll do that show. But if not, I'll probably do another show like this. So,
what time you coming on? Same time? What's tomorrow?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna do right now. I'm gonna stick to 7 p.m. Eastern.
Okay, so like you do probably like 7 to 9 sometimes, or 7 to 8 or something like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, guys. Everybody have a good night.
You too, Brooklyn.
All right.
Okay.